Man, what a mess. What have I been playing? I've been playing a tune on the piano, and I've not tried it on the accordion yet. First one who can name this tune. And this is me never having played it on the accordion. I've only been playing it on the piano, so let's see if I can... It's an old TV tune. I've got a melody, but I can't... Yeah, that's it. Mark's got it. Fantastic. Good work, Mark. It is the Waltons, yeah. There we go. There's the Waltons. That's right. Yeah, great tune. Tremendous show. Great tune. Right, Mark, your name goes straight on the wheel of names. Now, where's my wheel? It's over here. You can't see it. It's off screen for you, but I've got the wheel of names here. You're not the first name on the wheel. Beeg's on the wheel because she... was given a surprise. I should put Louisa on as well, actually. Louise Jobson, B. Corn, and Mark Duncan. Very good. Okay, welcome everybody. Don't worry, you've not missed anything. I'm just mucking about. The quiz proper should start in 5 minutes' time. It's exactly 7 o'clock now. And it's going to be real good. Friday night quiz. Yeah, I'm Dr. Paul. In case you don't know, I'm the Quizmaster. I'm going to ask you questions. You're going to answer them. And it's just basically a good fun test, you know, like how was your quiz knowledge, you know? And this is without having to go anywhere. You just do it from home or wherever you are. Maybe you're on the Pan. Maybe you're in Preston Pans. Tell us who you are. No, you're telling us who you are with your names. Hello, everybody. Tell us where you are. Let's get a geographical overview because I can remember where quite a lot of you are. But other people might have forgotten where you're from, or maybe you're new. You know, just tell us where you're from. So let's have a look. Hello, Noodle Doodles. We're going to say hello to some people, and then we're going to start talking about the quiz. I'll hopefully hit the first question in about 4 or 5 minutes' time. Hello, Karen. Hello, Val. Welcome back. Hello, Marion. Hello, Andrew. Hello, Alison and Michael, and Marion and Tate. By the way, I know it's Tate's birthday. Happy birthday, Tate. I don't have to wait for you to tell us it's your birthday. Mr. Tate. Remember, if it is your birthday, which it is, Mr. Tate's birthday, you get a point. You add a point onto your quiz score. Has to be your birthday today. None of this, oh, it's my birthday tomorrow, rubbish, you know. Hello, Jerry. All right. Hello, Kirsten. Hello, Mark. Hello, Richie. The one and only. Aye, it's a wee bit like the Little House on the Prairie, Robin, but different tune. That's in the same book. I've got a book of TV tunes. I'm kind of learning some of them. So I'll do Little House on the Prairie next. Titty Biscuits, hello. Graham Y, salutations. Dumphy Diamonds, Yann Duran, Enchanté, Boulevard, Willkommen, bienvenue. They're French, you see. Hello, Maz. Hello, Gavin. You look a bit French as well. Gavin. There's nothing more British than Gavin. What's your name? Oh, I'm Gavin. Oh, you must be British. But then Gavin Campagne. Ooh la la. Enchanté. Où est les mushrooms? Je cherche les grands, oui. Lorna's here. Got my book today. Oh, good. Excellent. I don't know if it's any good. I really meant to read it. Never got around to reading it. Greetings from Troon. Hello, Beeg. All right. Now, Mr. Tate, do you want that? Do you want Beeg's personal organiser? Because somebody won it, but they never got in touch with their address, and Beeg was saying that you were kind of interested in it, and it's your birthday. So I was saying, Beeg, why don't we just give it to Mr. Tate? How about that? Is that all right? Yeah, well, you know, the thing is, Mr. Doyle, I've got a few kind of prizes which are not good enough to give away as a prize by itself. So I'm just, when I send a box of things to people, something that merits, something that needs a box, then I slip some of those prizes in and I'll get through those things. Hello, Keith. Hello, Pretty Linda. Well, it's good that we've got the Pretty Linda. Better than the alternative, isn't it? Hello, Camera Ross Bryan from the Adamton Survivors. I don't even know what any of that means, but hello. Right, I better start talking about the quiz because it's already 4 minutes past. I'm already running late. Like, let's get to the quiz. I know you're here for the quiz, right? So, yeah, you don't get those two mixed up. Rather different contributions to the to society. That's right. Yeah, that's true. Beeg won £10 on one of the scratches. See, I send out all these scratch cards. It's one of the things you can win on the quiz. Sometimes some of them hit the back of the net. £10. How about that? All right. Big up. So the quiz. Right, you ready for this? Here we go. Why does that say thank? Oh, God, I'm at the wrong end of the quiz. Hang on a second, folks. Let's just... that's the end of the quiz. I knew I was slightly disorganised tonight. I didn't realise I was that badly disorganised. That I've got the quiz actually at the wrong end. Right, quick fix. There we go. Okay, here we are. So, welcome to the quiz. It's Dr. Paul's quiz. 7 o'clock, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Give us a share, please. That really helps if you can share this with your friends and families. Not after Wednesday's debacle. No Tory ministers, okay? So how to play the quiz? It's really simple. I'm going to ask questions. You try and answer them, okay? Mark yourself after each round. Each round's only 5 questions usually. I'll come back after you've had to think about it and tell you your answers. You do your own marking, all right? Don't shout out answers in the chat. Don't type anything in the chat unless I'm specifically asking you, which I will do sometimes. If I am asking you to specifically shout out an answer in the chat, it's to get names on the wheel. So first person to answer goes on the wheel. That's where you win prizes. But the main quiz has got really nothing to do with the prizes. It's just to see how you get on. At the end of the quiz, I'll ask you to upload your scores. These were the scores from Wednesday. Fabian's Jose Augusto, who did make it on the scoreboard this time. Now they are 75. UK Alliance, London Lockdown, Pavlov's Dogs, all in the 70s, with Part A and the Chameleons and Marion Lorna all in the 70s. Everyone else on their coattails and going all the way down to the Joy Division oven gloves and the shit trifle there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So I'll do the same thing tonight. I'll ask you to upload your scores at the end. I'll give you a link at the end of the quiz. Deadpool, we actually do have a winner for February because I can't remember who it was, but I'll sort that out at the weekend, let you know at the weekend. You can put in your entries for April now. Fierce Beer are our main sponsor tonight. They come out of Aberdeen. They make gorgeous beer, and this is what you can win tonight. A little miniature case of Fruit Pale Ale. What's that say? 4.6. Yeah, you know, it's going to do you all right. And we're also sponsored tonight by Rowan Flowers and Crafts of Meadowbank. And someone's going to win a beautiful big bunch of flowers tonight. How about that? And Louisa is supplying a cake. Hey, Edinburgh residents only. Same with the flowers, actually. If you're outside of Edinburgh, don't worry. You can still win the beer from Fierce, and you can win other prizes that I have coming up. Right, that's all that. We have arrived at the start of the quiz, and it is 7 minutes past 7, so that's not too bad. Just a couple of minutes behind the target. Try to get the first question out by 5 past. Yeah, this happened as well. Yeah, the Chameleons got a £10 on their scratch card as well, so it's a good little run at the moment of scratch card wins. The most anybody won from a scratch card for me was £100 once, so that was good, wasn't it? Cronwy fried rice, Vietnamese, in Auxerre. I'm confused. Okay, let's do it. I'll explain the round. The first round, 5 questions, but all the answers start with the same letter. So once you've got the letter, it's easy. Okay, here we go. Question number 1. Greek. Which mountain, there's a mistake straight away, is the highest in Greece and was the mythological home of the Greek gods? So what is the name of the mountain where the Greek gods live? The Greek gods live at the top of the mountain, and it is the highest mountain in Greece, obviously. What is the name of that mountain? Okay, number 2. Which unit of weight is an alternative name for the snow leopard? All right, so there's a big cat. You get it in Asia, I think. Yeah, pretty sure it's Asia. Called a snow leopard. What's another word for it? It's a unit of weight, and it's only a 1-word answer. Number 3, what word is used to describe an angle that's between 90 and 180 degrees? So it's like bigger than that, but not as big as that. You know what I mean? What word is used to describe an angle greater than 90, less than 180? Thought I was going to get 10 grand after 2 rubs. Rephrase, please, Simon. Talking scratch cards. Not extracurricular, you know. Number 4, in the same letter round. Remember, all the answers start with the same letter. Which womble of Wimbledon was named after the largest river in Venezuela? Biggest river in Venezuela. Same name as one of the wombles of Wimbledon. What's the word? What's the name? And the last one, a little bit of mystery here. In Edgar Allan Poe's 1841 short story, Murders in the Rue Morgue, what type of animal turns out to be the murderer? So it's like a mystery detective story. Try to work out who's done these killings. It turns out to be an animal who's been doing it. What type of animal? So there you go. You should have 5 answers that start with the same letter. Once you've got that, please tell me in the chat that you are ready so that I can move on to the answers. For anyone who's just come in the door, let me quickly show you these questions one more time. So the highest mountain in Greece, home of the gods. Number 2, an alternative name for the snow leopard. Also a unit of weight. So which word is both of those things? Number 3, greater than 90, less than 180 degrees. What is the word used to describe that kind of angle? Number 4, which womble of Wimbledon is named after Big River in Venezuela? And the last one, who is the murderer? What type of animal turns out to be the murderer in Murders in the Rue Morgue, story by Edgar Allan Poe? What the hell's going on? Level 99 quiz too hard. Well, I mean, the key is getting the letter. Once you've got the letter, you're all right. I knew what you were saying. Okay, so we got ready. A few readies. Quattro formaggio. Hello, Shona. The 4 cheese team are here. Ready? Got all 5, no problem for the Dunlop. Ah, hello, Lorna. That's Rowan Flowers and Crafts. Thank you very much for sponsoring. There's Mr. Doyle. This is easy. Hey, easy. It's no problem. Das team. Hello, Roddy. Hello, Felix. Aye. If you Google an answer, you just get half points, right? Okay, right, here we go. Same letter answers. By the way, I hope no one took that last thing seriously. You're not meant to look this stuff up. It's up to you. The good thing is there's no prizes for top score, so like cheating's not really a thing. It's up to your own spirit, you know. Right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Did you get a letter? Yes. Letter O. Did anyone not get the letter? If it was a difficult round, sometimes I worry that people might not get the answer, get the letter. But it was letter O, right? The highest mountain in Greece, home of the Greek gods, that is Mount Olympus. Yeah. The gives its name to the Olympic Games and Olympus Airways and so on. Important mountain in Greek culture, Olympus. Number 2, the snow leopard. This is a strange one. Ounce. That's an ounce. It's a snow leopard, also called an ounce. I don't really know why. What word is used to describe an angle between 90 and 180? That is obtuse. Obtuse. Which Womble, you know what I mean? Which Womble of Wimbledon is named after the big river in Venezuela's Orinoco? There they are. That's Orinoco on the left. He's the lead singer when the Wombles were in the charts. Get your name on the wheel. Which Womble is on drums? Who's the Womble at the back? That's good. Ounce is like a pounce, but quicker. Oh, that's good stuff. Yeah, Bill's a previous winner from Lorna's Flowers, and she loved it. Right, Gary's mum, Bill's mum loved it. But Gary has got the right answer. Bungo is the Womble at the back. So Gary, 2 R's McInnes, is on the wheel. Good stuff. Aye, Bungo's... he didn't really have a character. If any of them didn't really have a character, it was Bungo. Bungo was just there. He was sort of a troublemaker. Tobermory was the dad kind of character. I don't know if he was the actual dad. Tomska's on guitar there, or on bass, actually. He's the sporty one. Anyway, love them Wombles. And number 5, right, who's the murderer in Murders in the Rue Morgue? Which type of animal turns out to be the murderer? I'd hate to be murdered by this. It's an orangutan. I mean, it's not really a good way to get murdered, but I imagine getting murdered by an orangutan would be particularly nasty. I can't keep up with your chat tonight. There's quite a lot coming in, so I can't really kind of missing stuff. Well, that's interesting though, Gary. In which country is Bungo? I don't know. There's Strathbungo in South Glasgow, but I don't know if Bungo was named after. Oh, hang on. Is it not Portugal? Oh, here's a bit of information. The ounce name might come from Latin luncia, which means lynx. In French, the word became l'once, which was altered over time to l'once because French speakers thought the L meant the. Right, luncia, lynx, l'once. Right, yeah, that's good. That makes sense. Yep. Nice work, Richie. Oh, it's in Angola. How about that? Bungo's in Angola. Oh, don't worry, David, you've not missed anything. Some people won tenors. That's probably the best news so far. Some of the scratch cards I sent out turned out to be tenors. Tenor for B, tenor for Lorna G. Very, very good. Right, let's get on with it. How's your scores? The scores are all right. 30. Oh, by the way, I better explain the bonus points. If there's any new people, and Angola was Portuguese. Yeah, I was thinking Portuguese because of bungalow, you know, it just seemed like a sort of Portuguese type of word. But anyway, no, I don't have the bonus points in there. I was using the wrong template. you add bonus points on. So if you are a subscriber on YouTube, you get 2 points for that. So subscribe now if you're not a subscriber. Subscribe right now, instant 2 points. If you share the quiz, you get plus 1 point. And if it is your birthday, you get plus 1 point. So maximum 14, usual maximum is 13. Rollicking 13 points. I always thought bungalow was a Portuguese word. 13 points for the dial. 11 didn't get the chimp. Hey. 11 with nae David. How about that? A way to make the guy feel wanted. Okay, let's crack on. Let's get on with a picture round. So, another 5 questions, but just pictures this time. So, higher learning, Lux et Veritas. And an open book with some other type of letters on there. Which university does this crest belong to? Is it Cambridge, Oxford, or Yale? Cambridge, Oxford, or Yale? Whose badge is that? That's a decent sort of idea as well, Phil, who is OCATS, saying, isn't it Indian? Talking about the word bungalow. Yeah. Someone needs to look that up. Bungo and bungalow. Bungalow. I mean, the Portuguese were in India as well, so. Number 2, which chocolate bar is shown in this cross section? Which confectionery item is shown here? Chocolate coating, bit of caramel. And whoever made this says nice nougat. Let me just squeeze that in from the side a bit. How am I doing this? For some reason, I can't seem to get the whole thing. There we go. Ugh, doesn't matter. It says caramel. Right. Number 3, big banner. Which English football club's fans are flying this banner? So it is some of their famous faces represented on a flag. I think they're trying to make it look like Eastern European Cold War communist art style, I think. I don't know. But famous faces from which English football club? One of the red ones, obviously. One of the most famous ones as well. This is not obscure. This is one of the more famous football clubs. So if you don't know anything about football, don't know who those people are, just have a guess anyway. Guess a red English football club that you've heard of. Number 4, superheroes. What weather-related name does this Marvel superhero have? What is her name? It's a one-word answer. And it's to do with the weather. So what is her superhero name? And the last one in the first round is a movie question. Name the James Bond film. So a still from a James Bond film. Which James Bond film is it? I did a whole round on monkeys the other week. Occasional bit of football slips in, you know. Occasional bit of monkey slips in. Occasionally slip into a monkey. A different story. All right. Tell me when you're ready. I'm going to just quickly show you these questions one more time. So Cambridge, Oxford, or Yale? Whose badge is that? Name the chalky bar, the confectionery product. Name the football club from England. One of the most famous ones. What's the weather-related name of this Marvel superhero? It is a one-word answer. And what's the film? James Bond film. Right. Lots of you ready. Let's get the answers on. Let's do it. Do it. Glasgow Rap. Here we go. Right. Ready. 2 points for each of these. So which university's badge is this? It's the badge of Yale in the USA. Lux et Veritas. Actually, there's a question for the wheel. Who can translate that? Lux et veritas. First person to translate that in the chat gets on the wheel of names. Mr. Doyle saying it's a bad Bond movie. I think the last good Bond film was Moonraker. Yeah, that's good. Maz, light and truth. Yeah, Lux is light, Veritas is truth. So well done. Maz is on the wheel. First with that, first to the punch. So you're on the wheel. Very good. All right, let's carry on with the answers here. Chocolate bar is a Mars bar. That's right on trend. Everyone's going to Mars these days. Number 3 is various previous managers rendered in banner form of Liverpool FC. Liverpool is the correct answer. Who's the superhero here? She is called Storm. Storm. I'd be interested to know what some of your wrong answers for that. If you got that wrong, let us know what you put for... What weather-related superhero name could you come up with? If you're Scottish, I would imagine you'd come up with stuff like drizzle and continuing low pressure and stuff like that. Or a Titan. What's a Titan? What are you talking about? The film Quantum of Solace. So you came out with wind first and then went for storm. Aye, good. Nice switch. Dreich. Here comes the superhero, Dreich. What are your powers? Well, no much. I can kind of make stuff damp. Har. Har's surely a super villain. Worst Bond movie ever, Quantum of Solace. Yeah, probably. After Roger Moore, there was no point. They should have stopped it then. Roger Moore was the best. What we got? 6s and 8s. There's a couple of 10s as well. There's Felix with 10. Titty Biscuits with 10. 10 for the Fists. All right. Oxford. Yeah, I mean, it's a toss-up if you know it, I suppose. You know, Yale is surprisingly old. You always think that America's been there in the last 5 minutes, but it's something like mad, like 16 something. Let me have just a quick look. 1701, right? So over 300 years they've been around. Crazy. Hurricane ball bag, aye, good superhero. Oh my god. Yeah, aye, I'll do it. I need the money. That's figured out Yale because of the Hebrew. How does Hebrew make it Yale? I'd be interested to know the think process. Right, okay, sound round, right? It's a straightforward music round tonight. So this will get slammed by copyright or whatever, but you'll be able to hear this. That's all that really matters. So I'm going to play you 5 bits of music, and you have to say who the artists are, right? You see all the choices there. Listen to the tunes, pick out the 5 right answers. Here is tonight's music round. Sorry, that might have been a bit quiet. I know the first one was a bit quiet. I'm going to play them again, right? But we're at number 3 at the moment. This is number 3 that's happening right now. Right, that's the the music round. The comments seem to dry up, so I think we got to a decent volume in the end. I'm going to play them one more time. You probably didn't hear the first one at all. But here they are one more time. So remember, the answers are right in front of you. Just pick the correct 5 from the list. Right, that was good. Some of you saying you like the tunes as well. Yeah, a couple of good ones in there. You must be ready by now. That's 2 plays through, although you probably didn't hear the first one too well. I'm just going to play number 1 one more time. Just the first one, okay? Just so you can have a second chance to hear. That's the first one, right? So that's just a second chance to hear it because it was a bit quiet first time round. So the first one, 2 points for all of these correct answers. First one was a 70s band. It's Bread, all right? David Gates and Bread. Great band, personal favourite of mine. Number 2 is Spandau Ballet, Gold. Always believe in your soul. You're indestructible, Gold. Number 3 is the Kaiser Chiefs. What's that song called? I Predict a Riot. That's what it's called. Quite good. So they had a few good songs. Kaiser Chiefs, catchy, you know. Right, number 4, the kind of Hawaiian sounding one. It's either going to be Barry Mango or Johnny Pineapple, isn't it? But it's Johnny Pineapple. Yeah. Johnny Pineapple with the high-low march. And the last one is the Eurythmics. Really good, polished, slick, corporate even sounding 80s pop. Kind of brilliant. There's first celebrity story for tonight. I met the lead singer of Kaiser Chiefs at Glastonbury. He was completely off his tits. He had no idea where he was. Did you tell him? Did you say you're at Glastonbury? Or did you say you are in Forfar Town Centre? Your mission is to get 2 bridies. Ten out of 10 for Normsy, nice work. Clint Eastwood, 10. 10 for Triangulation, 10 for Holly. 5 out of 5, that's 10 points. Camera Ross Bryan. Did you fall into the old Barry Mango trap? Many people before you have fallen into Barry Mango's trap. Yeah, aye. Or even breaking, you know. In fact, there's a bonus question for the wheel. What is the name of the lead singer out of the Kaiser Chiefs? I'm struggling to remember, but I know one of you will know. I think I remember his first name, but I can't remember his second name. But I want both. First and surname. What's the name of the singer out at Kaiser Chiefs? First person to answer that will get on the wheel. First and surname. That's right. Ricky Wilson. Very good. Okay, so who was first to get that? It was Mr. Burney. The spinner of the tail himself. Right, well, I don't think you've been on the wheel for a little while, Andrew, so that's good. Okay, let's crack on. Aye, John. He might as well be called John. All right, John. Just call him John. Not Jockey Wilson. No, he was the lead singer of Suede. Indeed, yeah. You believe it. Let's get on with it. Anagram. Time for an anagram. Right. This is not to get on the wheel. This is everybody gets 60 seconds to solve this. So don't type the answer for this in the chat if you know it. Just say that you know it, or you've finished, or you're ready, or something like that. But just leave it for everyone to guess. Everybody gets 60 seconds here. So you got to try and solve this anagram. Restyle perm. You're looking for the name of a famous person. Unscramble the letters for restyle perm, and you should get yourself name of a famous person. Famous American person. Right, what's going on? They called the Kaiser Chiefs after Lucas Radebe, that was their favourite Leeds player. Yeah, I know they were Leeds fans. They're named after Kaiser Chiefs Football Club from South Africa. Got it. Lots of you have got it. Francesca got it in seconds. We've only got, speaking of seconds, we've only got 10 seconds left. It's a female person. I think she's a native of New York State. Very famous American. No seconds left. 3 points if you got this right. The answer is Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep for 3 points. Add 3 points to your score if you got Meryl Streep. Yeah, quite a lot of you got it. It's good stuff. Right, let's go on. Games for names. Right, I'll do a quick bit of games for names just in the middle of the quiz, just to do it slightly differently, okay? So Kazula Palooza. I've got a wee Kazula Palooza for you. First one to name this tune in the chat gets on the wheel. Let's just turn that up for me a little bit. And what's the clue here? The clue is that it's 90s hit. Hi, Jan. Aye, that's right. It smells like Teen Spirit. Jan kind of got it first. He said Nirvana first. And then Natters was in there with the actual title, which is what we're looking for. So I think I'll put you both on the wheel, because I don't think Jan's been on the wheel before. So Jan, Jerome, on the wheel pour la première fois. And Natters has not been on the wheel for a while, I think, as well. So it's good. We're getting some, getting a bit fresh on the wheel. That was, believe it or not, Smells Like Teen Spirit. That was pretty bad. I'll admit that. Right, and I was just for a change, I'm just going to do a couple of these in the middle of the quiz instead of waiting for it all at the end. So we'll do a hangman as well. Unusual one this year. Looking for a foodstuff. If you win something, I can send you something, Jan. It's okay. It's fine. Nah, it's not going to be complicated. We can break down the barriers. Like Spandau Ballet, we can go through the barricades. Right, Felix has offered a G. Yes, there is a G. Nomsy has offered an A. Maz has offered an L. What we got? Baked beans, bacon, butty, tatty, scone, bread, sauce, white bread. No, none of these. We've got a B. No. TMPO. T. No. M. No. It's not black grape, white grape, lemongrass, or whole grain. It's not. It is onion gravy. Absolutely amazing. Superb. I thought I was going to go for ages. Well done, Maz. That is intense. Bit of onion gravy. Onion gravy. Okay. Maz, you're on the wheel for the second time tonight. Loving your work. Aye, well done indeed. Well said, Alison from Noodle Doodles. Well done. Nicely done. And the rest of you as well. Maz is delighted. A wee bit of yes going on. Right, okay, let's get back to the quiz. Time for a blanco. This is one that I would do in the pub. So you may have heard it at some point in the pub in the last couple of years. So this blanco round, usually blanco's 5 or 10. Today it's 7. That's just the way it is. So there's 2 points for each correct answer here. This is no longer shouting out. Okay, we're back to just writing stuff down. So don't shout these answers out in the chat. Don't type this in the chat. Just try and come up with a list of 7 answers here. And then when we're ready, I'll show you. Hey. That's great. Everyone congratulating Maz for getting onion gravy. That was well spotted. I thought it was pretty difficult. Quite fancy a bit of gravy. So Hungary, great country, right in the middle of Europe. Actually, I say it's a great country. I've never been there. I had no idea what the place is like. Maybe it's rubbish. Has anyone been to Hungary, and can you please give it a mark out of 10? Like, how good was it? But in the meantime, while we're waiting for some reviews, user reviews, customer reviews of Hungary, try and come up with these 7 answers. So it's the 7 countries that surround Hungary. 2 points for each one. When you're ready, let me know, and I can move on to the answers. That was a bad choice, actually. The Nirvana song. It's not particularly melodic. Been to Budapest, food was amazing. Some standard hungry, not hungry jokes. Peckish, wouldn't reckon. Oh, hungry, starving, peckish. Gary has been there. 0 out of 10 for politics and race relations. Aye, they're a bit full fascist, aren't they? 10 out of 10 from Karen. She can see past this temporary right-wing problem that they have. Or maybe Karen's a Nazi. But, you know, usually when you go on holiday, the politics don't really affect you, do they? If we're talking about going for a holiday. Went to Budapest for the Formula 1 Grand Prix a few years ago. Bloody hot. It's a real British comment, isn't it? I went to Hungary once. It was quite hot. 9 for friendly people. 10 if you like a high olds. If you like a high. I was in a non-entity of a city, so generalising. Great, something though. Got a stew and a big bread roll. I get that in All those countries. I've had the bread in the stew in the roll served up in Poland and in Czech Republic. I've never been to Hungary. 7 neighbour countries to invade you. Is that a pro or a con? All right, okay. Distancing yourself from that very British comment. Okay, a couple of people are ready now. Quattro Formaggio and Scumbags are ready. Let me know if you are ready, folks, because that's how I take my cue. If you're telling me you're ready, I can move on. See, when I was growing up, this is stupid, right? But I used to feel sorry for countries like Hungary because you'd look at it on a map and you'd go, that's no much of a shape. It's a pretty non-entity of a shape. It's like a blob. Whereas here in the UK, you know, we've got this really fantastic defined outline. It's really easy to draw the outline of Britain. And I used to think, the poor kids in Hungary and Romania and places like that, they don't have a very defined shape. That must be murder. I like drawing the defined shape of the British Isles. Like I said, that probably sounded stupid. What's the scoring for this round? It's going to be 2 points per correct answer. So there is a maximum of 14 here. So it's quite high scoring. Right, everyone's ready. Thank you, Mark. Let's do it. So make sure you've got your list ready now, because here come the answers. Here we go from the north, and working in a clockwise direction. So to the north is Slovakia. That is, you see Bratislava there. That's the capital of Slovakia, and that is Slovakia to the north. To the northeast, they got a little short border with Ukraine. Ukraine. I think that was maybe a more difficult answer. You tend to think of Ukraine as being much further east, but Romania, big border to the east and southeast. Straight south is a border with Serbia. To the southwest, again, there's a capital clue there. You can see Zagreb, and that is the capital of Croatia. A little small border with Slovenia, and to the west, it's Austria. All right. So 2 points for each of those, maximum 14 scored. Slovakia, Ukraine, Romania, Serbia, Croatia, Slovenia, Austria. How did you get on with that? Total EU spend Hungary. Oh my God. Spedge, too many numbers. What? Oh, I don't know. Went Bulgaria instead of Ukraine. Ah, that's reasonable. Yeah, Bulgaria is further south though. But Bulgaria is south of Romania. 12 out of 14. That's pretty good. Didn't get Austria. Didn't get Ukraine. You might have thought Austria because it was the old Austro-Hungarian Empire. You know, they were sort of two cheeks of the same arse back in the day. A lucky 5. So that's 10 points, all right? Because it's 2 points per correct answer for that round. Everybody forgets Slovenia. I think even Slovenians have trouble remembering. I knew the old Yugoslavia, but didn't get Ukraine. Went for Bulgaria. Aye. Nah, it's reasonable as well, but for the pseudo EU country, they're a full-on EU country. More than us, that's for sure. Right, let's go. Ah, magic. Now this was suggested by Andrew Burney. I've been looking for different subjects for the 50-50 round, just to give a theme to them, just to try it out. It's been going okay. I think I might keep going with it for a little while. So here we go, 50-50 questions. So even if you don't know anything about magic, you just pick the right answer. It's 50-50. Here we go. Right, which 1980s TV magician used the magic words "peef puff poof"? Right, very. It was quite often on children's television. But was it Ali Bongo or was it the Great Soprendo? There's Mr. Burney. Thanks very much for suggesting this. This was a good suggestion, a good round theme. Magic. So whose magic words was peef paff poof? Peef paff poof. That's how he said it. Quite light in his loafers, you know. Ali Bongo or the Great Soprendo. Number 2. You know Merlin, as in King Arthur and all that. In the traditional biography of Merlin, the wizard, what kind of creature is his father? Was it an angel or a demon? So Merlin had a human mother, but what kind of thing was his dad? Was his dad an angel or a demon? Bill, that's utter garbage. I asked my German mate if he knew what 3 times 3 is. He said no. Is he thick? That's ridiculous. Man. Bill, that is the bottom of the pit. No joke can be lower than that. So I'm going to give the comedy space on the wheel to you for tonight. There you go. It's so bad it actually made me laugh. Okay. The famous music hall conjurer Chung Ling Soo died on stage performing which magic trick in London in 1918? Was he catching a bullet in his teeth, or was he sawing a lady in half? All right. So Chung Ling Soo was a big name in music hall, early 20th century. A famous magician. But which trick was he performing which led to his death in 1918 in London? Was he catching a bullet in his teeth, which is just a stupid idea? Or was he sawing a lady in half, which is also a stupid idea? There's 2 stupid ideas there. All right. Number 4. Who wrote the opera The Magic Flute? Was it Beethoven or Mozart? Who wrote the opera The Magic Flute? Beethoven or Mozart? I'm still laughing at the sheer audacity of typing out the German 3 times 3 joke. Mental. And the last one, number 5, right, another chancer. Which member of the English royal family joined the Magic Circle when he was in his 20s, passing the audition, I should say, that's a mistake, I've spotted it first, audition, by performing a cup and balls trick, right? Was it Prince Andrew or Prince Charles? Don't even go there, Spedge. So which member of, well, it's the UK royal family, really. I don't know why I've written it that way. Joined the Magic Circle in his 20s. He passed the audition to join the Magic Circle by performing a cup and balls trick. Outstanding. So that's your 50-50 round. Here is a brief recap before we go to the answers. So who was the chancer who said peef paff poof? Was it Ali Bongo or the Great Soprendo? That's true, Michael, but I did say that I spotted it first, so you only get on the wheel if you spot it, a mistake before I spot it. In the traditional biography of Merlin, what kind of creature was Merlin's father? An angel or a demon? Chung Ling Soo, was he catching a bullet in his teeth or sawing a lady in half when he died? Who wrote the Magic Flute? Beethoven or Mozart? And who was an actual magician? Good enough at magic to join the Magic Circle when he was in his 20s? Prince Andrew or Prince Charles? Haha, no problem at all. Ready? Okay. Can we have questions from my lifetime? No. Right, all ready? I've not seen too many readies, actually. You must be ready. It's a 50-50 round. You just got to pick the right answer. Right, come on. Let's go. Right, magic. I hope... it didn't really work out for Andrew. Suggest a round theme. Have to guess everything. Okay. Ali Bongo. This is from Spedgy's lifetime. This is when I was a kid. He was on TV all the time. Peef, puff, poof. This was the great Soprendo. The great Soprendo. There he is. There's a signed photograph. Get this. I was looking up a picture of the great Soprendo. Someone's selling this signed picture of the great Soprendo for you'll never guess how much money. On eBay. Guess how much money they're asking for the great Soprendo's signed photograph. That is correct, Richie. Yeah, Jeffrey Dunham is the guy's real name, and he was married to Victoria Wood. Nah, not as much as £123, but still complete and utter outrage. Not a pound. Nah, that's... a pound is Mr. Boom. £50. Nah, lower than that. Higher than £2. Higher than £20. Lower than £40. Higher than 25. Where's the guess? 27. Higher than 27. Lower than 35. Lower than 33. Why will no one guess the really obvious correct answer? 28.99. We're getting there. 29. That's as close as we've got so far. Come on, you nutters. Guess something obvious. 30. That's it. Nomsy. Right, at last. Right, Nomsy, you can go on the wheel for that. That turned into, I didn't really mean it to be, but it turned into a question to get you on the wheel. So there you go. Nomsy. £2,999. Maybe next year. Maybe inflation will take the Great Soprendo up. Anyway, Great Soprendo was the right answer. Right, what is Merlin's father, according to the traditional biography? It was a demon. Specifically an incubus. Now, what's an incubus? That's an incubus. It's a demon who comes in the night to mate with human women. And they're into it, you know, and then they get pregnant. So that's what an incubus is. The opposite is a succubus, which is a female demon who comes in the night and, you know, gets with guys. Right, famous music hall conjurer Chung Ling Soo died performing which magic trick? He was catching a bullet in his teeth. There he is. He's a chancer as well. All magicians are chancers. Right. This was the question I was going to ask. What nationality was Chung Ling Soo? Give you a clue. Not Chinese. No, not Chinese. Yeah, he was American. That's correct. American. I think Leslie was first. Leslie Stokes is on the wheel. Yeah, his real name was Will Robinson. But he thought Chung Ling Soo, that's a lot more exotic sounding. That's ridiculous, Beak. Sold a Genesis box set of CDs for £47 on eBay. £47 for any CD. That's insane. The magic flute is Mozart, Die Zauberflöte in German. Mozart. And who's the magician out of the royal family? Who's with the feisty fingers, the flirty, fasty, fickle fingers? It's Prince Charles. Prince Charles is a bit deft, a bit sleight of hand, you know what I mean? The great soprano, Demon, catching a bullet, Mozart, Prince Charles. I hope you enjoyed the magic round. If you didn't, it's Andrew Birney's fault. And if you did enjoy it, that's because I wrote the questions. 10 out of 10 for Beak. All right. Come on. $10 for the Addington Survivors. 8 for Janie. All right. Pretty good scores by the looks of it. 8. Picked the wrong prince. 10 out of 10. 10. Good one. Nice. Yeah, I mean, like, Prince Charles is a bit more spidery fingered, isn't he? Prince Andrew's got hands like sausages coming out. He's got hands for... His hands were not made for magic, put it that way. Made for other things. 10 out of 10. All right, that's magic. Liked it quite a lot. Did you like it? Not a lot. Here we go. Right, double or bust round. Right, you understand, most of you know how this works. A quick explanation if you do not know how this works. Double or bust. This is the last round. Your score after this will be your score. So, 5 questions as usual, but it's double points. So you can get 20 points if you get them all right. However, if you answer a question and you answer it wrong, then you bust. To avoid getting bust, you can avoid answering questions. You can leave blanks. Okay, so you choose which ones you want to go for in this round. The ones you do go for and get right, you get 4 points. But if you go for one, if you actually decide to go for one and get it wrong, then you bust. I think you know what's going on. If you don't understand, just ask me. Okay, here we go. Charles is a magician. He can make ex-wives simply disappear. Oh my. You would have got on a wheel for that if the comedy spot hadn't been used up by Bill's 3x3 joke. Shame that. That's a better joke. Right, anyway. Right, here we go. Double or bust. In the UK, which sport are the Newcastle Eagles and the Surrey Scorchers professional teams? So, sports teams. Newcastle Eagles versus the Surrey Scorchers. If you see that match, then what sport are you watching? That's question number 1. O'Cats is from Surrey. He might know this. Number 2, what was the profession of Auguste Escoffier? Born in 1846 in France, and he was awarded the Legion of Honor. Légion d'honneur in 1920. So a very, very, very famous guy in his profession. He was known as the king of his profession. But what was his profession? Auguste Escoffier. Legion of Honor 1920. He was born in 1846. Number 3. So which European country invented all of these or has a claim to inventing all of these? The zip, the marine propeller, the refrigerator, the computer mouse, and the pacemaker. You know, for heart patients. And the answer begins with S. So there's a few countries in Europe that begin with the letter S. Which country has a claim on all of these inventions? Zips, marine propeller, refrigerator, computer mouse, and pacemaker. That is question number 3. In the double or bust round, you have to decide which ones you're going to go for. Question number 4. Whose tour, called Drowned World, was the biggest earning music tour of 2001? This is a singer. Okay? So which singer? It's not a band, it's a singer. Had a tour that was the biggest earning music tour of 2001. The tour was called Drowned World. Who was that? And number 5, last question, often a year question. It is tonight as well. So what year did this stuff happen? You have to get within 2 years of the right answer to get the points. So Donald Dewar, the First Minister of Scotland, dies following a fall, and Harold Shipman was found guilty of serial murder. There's various mistakes in that question in terms of punctuation and grammar, but I've just spotted them all, so there's no point in telling me about them. But the facts are there. That's what you need. So what year was that? Harold Shipman was found guilty of murder. That was the GP who did away with possibly hundreds of his patients over the years. He actually got found guilty for 15 murders, but his total death toll was probably in the hundreds. And Donald Dewar, who was the First Minister of Scotland, died after a fall and a brain hemorrhage. So, well, let's have a look at the chat. What are you saying? Mr. Doyle's going for 4. Karen's going balls out. Simon's balls are shrinking. I'm going to replay the questions one more time. So Newcastle Eagles and Surrey Scorchers play the same sport. Phil doesn't know who the Surrey Scorchers are. Will he guess? We'll find out soon. Auguste Escoffier, what was his profession? Number 1 top French guy. Which country, starting with letter S, invented or at least has a good claim on inventing all of these things? I say that because where and when things got invented is often contentious, often competing claims. But the Zip, the marine propeller, refrigerator, computer mouse, and pacemaker. Number 4, Drowned World was the name of the tour. Who was the singer? It was the biggest earning tour of 2001. And the last one, what year? Donald Dewar falls over and dies pretty much straight away. And Harold Shipman was found guilty of many murders. Right, I'm about to show you the answers in just a second. Just before I do that, I'm gonna just mention that I do this for tips. So if you've got a nice tip to give me, I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm talking about a wee cash donation. For running the quiz and setting the quiz up and doing the quiz with you, then I'd be delighted to get that from you. It's making a kind of difference, you know, helping me to keep my family fed in these times in which I cannot work in a pub. I still can't work in a pub. So I've just put the link in there in the comments to my donation link. So thank you to those who have donated and who do donate. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let's do the answers. How's the balls out going? 4 balls out. Well, is balls out or not balls out? Balls out is all 5. Anything less than 5 is not balls out. Balls are staying indoors at the corner house. Want to be independent but still taking the English pound? Well, especially, I voted for Scottish independence in 2014, and I'll tell you something, I'm not entirely sure now anymore. I don't know. Up in the air about it. A real 50-50, you know. Anyway, that's a completely separate discussion. Here come the answers. You ready for the answers? Remember how this goes. 4 points for a right answer. As soon as you get one wrong in this round that you're actually going for, you're bust. So make sure you know how many you're going for and how many you're leaving blank. Here we go. Right, number 1. Eagles versus Scorchers. Professional teams. They are basketball teams. 4 points for basketball. Slam dunk. 4 points. There they are. There's a match between the Eagles and the Scorchers. Absolutely awful outfit those the Surrey team have. They're in the light blue and it kind of fades to black, so it makes it look like their great big shorts are actually really small. It just doesn't work. It's terrible. Auguste Escoffier, he was a chef. He was the king of chefs and the chef of kings. Aye, bitcoins. Whatever. I take any currencies, you know. All in any currencies. But pounds is good. You know. Auguste Escoffier. Oh, I noticed that I've spelt his name wrong. Auguste. Or maybe I've spelt it right and that's wrong. I don't know. Anyway, he was a chef. He wore a big chef's hat so that you know. King Chefy. Right. Who invented the zip, the propeller, the mouse, the pacemaker, the fridge? It's the Swedes. Well, you see, that's a good question, Big. Did he scoff stuff? Escoffier. I wonder. I don't actually know yes or no, but right in the question, I was thinking, I wonder if that's where scoff comes from. Like the word to scoff something. I don't know. Number 4, Drowned World Tour. Who was that? That's Madonna. Drowned World is Madonna. 4 points. And let's see, Donald Dewar, Harold Shipman, what was going on? You have to get within 2 years of the right answer. The correct answer is 2000. So if you said between 98 and 2002, then you're all right. You get 4 points. But if you're outside that, you get bust. OMGs. What happened? Basketball, Sweden, chef, Madonna, 2000, and 2 years either way. So 98 to 2002. Bust on Switzerland. Oh, no. You assumed that the propeller was for a lake, and then you completely forgot that Sweden has lakes and a sea as well. Oh, no. Didn't know that. Sweden's got the biggest private-owned forest. Wow. Bust. Got a year bang on and got bust. Ugh. Bust by hockey in Switzerland. Oh, man. 51 total. Aye, right. What was your total scores? Let's get those uploaded, folks. Tell me your total scores. I'm going to give you a link to follow. If you follow that link, you just put your team name and score. That's it. And then I can make a league table out of tonight's scores. Let's see. Oh, look at this. My stuff. 80. That's got to be top score. Usual top score is 73, isn't it? And then there was, or is it 76? No, 76 the usual top score, yeah, but there was 2 extra questions, the hungry question. So yeah, 80 is possible, and it looks like Karen's hit the top score. Absolutely astonishing, fantastic. There's 20 out of 20 for Marion, a great finish for Team Grant and Calcan. Yeah, that's true. That's Japanese company. So I don't know the individual story of those different inventions. 52 for the Heeds of Mints. Even though we got bust, that's okay. That's decent. A dreadful 55's all right. It's okay. It was a difficult quiz. Quiz has been a little bit more difficult recently, I think. Right. Oh, I see, right. I was reading that in about 3 different ways. Bust for a pish, is that the team name? 46 total. No. Bust. For a pish 46. Got it. First timers, well, thanks very much, Adamton Survivors. Make sure you do upload your score. Remember, always upload your score, even if you think it was a rubbish score, because it makes everybody else feel good if it is a rubbish score, and that's the nice thing. 80 points as well. Absolutely fantastic. Thanks to the Hun Gary question. I don't know if Gary is a Hun. The Biscuit's got the same score. Really? What? 80 as well? No way. Yeah. Right. in case you don't know what's going to happen now, I'm going to play some more games for names. We already have quite a few names on the wheel, but I'm going to play a few more games for names. And then at 8:30, we're going to spin the wheel for some prizes, including the beer, which is tonight's. that's how I read it as well, yeah. Bill, that was the first one. Yes, you are. Yeah, I put you on first before we even started Beak, so you're well on the wheel. Did you hear what I was saying earlier about the organizer for Mr. Tate? And did you hear that, Tate? Beak wanted to give you the organizer because someone else won it last week, but didn't get in touch with her address, so they've kind of forfeited it. And she said you were interested. I said all that earlier. I'll message you all afterwards. Right. Nah, some people just know them. I would probably get that. You know, it's just one of those things. I don't know anything about television really, but I know about where countries are in Europe, you know. You get that. You do maps enough, you get the atlas in your head. Okay, 56. Hello, Siobhan. How you doing? Nice to see you. 56, great score. 55, then bust. Happy with that. Bill's happy. Need my name on that wheel. I need my name on that wheel. Right, let's get games for names going. Let's get you on the wheel. Remember, our top sponsor, number one sponsor tonight is Fierce Beer. I think we're going to start off, instead of offering you a choice of everything, I'm going to just start off with Hangman tonight because that is ready and it's just about the easiest thing. Okay, so let's stop this. I'll give you a quick glimpse of what you might be winning. Whoa, beer. And of course, we got Rowan's Flowers and Crafts. Thanks to Lorna. That's for an Edinburgh resident only. That's flowers. Real bloody nice flowers as well. None of your supermarket pish. This is the real deal. And Louise is going to do a cake. I might do the cake later, actually. I'll do the cake on the 9 o'clock quiz. So beer's the big deal. So let's stop this screen at the moment. Let's get the Hangman screen on. And you're already hitting me with letters, I see. Okay, I'm just going to get myself a little bit of paper here so that I can keep a track of this. So you know how this works. Well, we did it earlier on. I don't need to explain it again. So let's just play Hangman. Right. There might have been some before, but I'm just going with the ones I can see. I can see GAWN, which spells gone. SUEOB, right? That should be enough letters to get us to an answer. So it's a person. First one's a person, right? So GAWN. We got G. There's no G. A. There's no A. W. There's no W. N. There is an N. There's a pair of N's. SUEOB. S. Yeah, there's S. Ah, good. Now I remember who it is. You're welcome, Roger. Thank you very much. David Beckham, that's not right. David Tennant, that's not right. Brian Blessed, that's not right. Oh, yes. Robin Cousins. Spage. I think you've had a difficult quiz tonight, Spage, so I'm very pleased that you've pushed through and you've come up with Robin Cousins, of course, a famous ice skater from back in the day. And that's enough to get Mr. Simon the Edge on the wheel. In fact, for some reason, I seem to have typed your name as Simon the Edge. Nah, it's not someone Parsons. Nah, it's Robin Cousins. Right, okay. Let's do another one. A bit of redemption there at the end for the Speds. Right, let's get another one. Right, a weirdo. I can't remember. I made these up a couple of weeks ago. I've got a couple of weeks worth of Hangmans in the pot, so I honestly can't remember who this is supposed to be. So let's see if one of you can work it out. Right, David. Hello, David. has given us an L, and Hello Nomsy giving us a D. So we've got LDGRET, LD Gret. That's our first letters. And Maz has given us an A, right? So L, D, is there an L? No, there's no L. D, no, G. There is a G. David Scallon's going for a Wacko Jacko. Nah, it can't be that. David Blaine. No. R-E-T. Let's see. R. Yes, there's an R. E. Are we learning anything here? T. David Icke is not correct. Quasimodo. Peter Green. No. Got an A. Give us some more letters, folks. I think I've just run out of letters. Unless I missed some up there. Nah, I think I got them all. Thank you, Natters. It's a letter C. Crazy Frogga. No. Right, we've got some more letters. M-O-I-S. M-O-I-S. Let's try an M. No M. Let's try an O. Yes. Still looks a bit like Crazy Frog, but it can't be. I. No I. Is there an S? No S. What's going on? W-N. Oh, I think we've got it. I think we have it. There was an N. Yes. Is there a K? Yes. Is there an F? Yeah. Is there a sex party? Yes. It's Frank Boff, ladies and gentlemen. We have a winner. It was Keith. Yeah, beauty. Keith from the Chameleons. Former dominating team down at the Persevere. Sunday evenings. Frank Boff. Yeah. Nice one. Nice one, Keith. How are we doing for time? We're doing okay for time. I'll do one more of these. Well, I'll do Where Am I in a minute. I've got some of those set up, but I'll do one more. I'll do one more. That's fair enough, Bill. He wasn't a weirdo. He was just a bit different. Who? Frank Boff. Look him up. He's basically like a sort of sports presenter / sex fiend. That's Frank Boff. That's right. Okay, Where Am I in just a minute? We'll do one more Hangman, okay? So a 1959 novel. One more of these. Then we will do Where Am I? Yeah, it's just yeah, absolutely right, yeah. I mean, that's fair enough. Different lifestyle choices. Like weird stuff that you and I are not into, like sports presenting. Well, if you ain't going to choose letters, I'll choose letters. Let's see. Let's go for the vowels. U. No. A. Usually an A, isn't there? No. That doesn't fit this puzzle. Sacked for coke and hookers. It's only 3 words. Right. ILGFSPGY. Thank you for those letters. Right. ILG. Let's have a look. Yeah, loads of I's. L. G. No. Oh. Yep, that's right. You've got it. Mr. Bernie's got it. It's Cider with Rosie. Excellent. Very, very good. It's Cider with Rosie, which I've never read. It looks quite good. It was kind of... it just sounded really boring when I was a kid. Or when I was younger, anyway. Not a kid. But maybe now it actually sounds all right. By Laurie Lee, of course. So, Mr. Bernie gets on the wheel for the second time tonight. Good solve. Excellent solve. Right, now we can play some... what happened? Well, there was the ghost of Frank Boff came in and shagged me in the ear. It was pretty unpleasant. It was a good time to lose your internet. Who wrote that? Laurie Lee. That's a pretty universal comment, Bill. Okay, let's just get rid of Hangman for just now. Hawkeye. And let's get Where Am I into play. Pardon me. Now, I'm just going to check that I've got the labels turned off on these Where Am I's. I think I do. Why is that looking like that? Let me just try that a different way. That's better. Oh, I see. Hang on. Okay, that's why it looks like that. So turn this off. Right, sorry, folks. I'm just doing a little tiny bit of prep here. Right, here we go. Going to get some... Where am I? And I'm going to show you some Street View, and you've got to say... Ha! Where am I? That's what I'm talking about. So here we go. Right. Where are we now? It's not Redditch. Good guess, but all right. It's not Abu Dhabi. Liverpool, Burnley, or Chester, or Dunfermline, or El Alamein, or Ipswich. It's not Las Vegas. Right, let's zoom out a little bit. What we got? We got a cop car. Longnidry, London, Worcester, Shrewsbury, Aberdeen. Nah, none of these places. Looks like... let's go down here a bit. There's the Garden Hotel. Croydon, Swansea, Cardiff, Longnidry, Cardiff, Reading. This was real last minute. I don't think I've chosen the most interesting part of town. Well, look, there's the actual sign for the railway station. Let's go past that so you don't see it. Barry in Wales. That's good, but not right. Just going up the answers to see if anyone's got it. Loads of answers come in. I can't see any right ones. Barry's like the sort of best so far, but I think it's at the wrong end of Wales. That Pitlochry, St David's, Wrexham, Rill, Port Talbot, Oswestry. It's a lovely day in the pictures there. Oh, look at that bus stop. That's a good one. There's someone been there for 6 weeks. Bangor is right. Yay! A beautiful day. We had lunch on the way. And all for under £1. My goodness. That's, joking aside, that's a pretty good bus stop. Solid sides. Nice perforated seat. Cambered roof. No. Not that. Now that was Gary, wasn't it? Oh man, I've did cardinal sin. I clicked away from the winning comment, which is a silly thing to do. But I'm pretty sure it was Gary. Was it not? Was it not? Was it not? But which? Oh dear, who got that right? Oh man, I've that was idiotic by me. No, I can't find it. Who was it? It was Gary Palmer. Yeah, that's right. It was. Yeah. Okay, Gary. Well done. You're on the wheel. Thanks for that, Robin. Gary Palmer. Right. Okay. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Typo. I never thought of that. I should do that on Where Am I one night. Right, anyway, let's say cheerio to Bangor, which is in North Wales, because I think Barry Island is South Wales, isn't it? That was the railway station. I'm sure there's a more interesting part of town. Look, here's the more interesting part of town. Right, let's stop this. Let's get another one on. Let's probably go outside the UK for this one. Right, where are we? What's this? I can't remember where this is. Oh, no, I do. I remember where it is. Yeah, Barry's near Cardiff and Bangor is North Wales. Well done, Gary. A Nativity Christmas bus stop in Glasgow. No. Mannheim. No. Auckland. No. Sophia, Mannheim, Whitby. No, none of these places. That's a bit of a landmark over there, actually. That thing. Quite distinctive. Whitby, Bournemouth, Venice, Rotterdam, Ostend, Salzburg. Could be Rotterdam or anywhere. Liverpool or Rome. Nope. Not Copenhagen, not Liverpool, not Augsburg, Hamburg, Salzburg, Krakow, Split or Milan. None of these places. Rubik, Warsaw, Helsinki, Prague, Amsterdam, Vienna, Krakow, Stockholm. We got a right answer. We have a correct answer. It is Stockholm. That's correct. Nice work, Michael. It's Stockholm in Sweden. Home of the Swedish chef. Felix, you were just behind as well. Bad luck. But Michael's on the wheel. That was Michael. Sweden, home of the big roll. Now, don't know. What have you? Has she moved to Stockholm? I think that's the station. Like just one of the little metro stations. I walked through there. It's got this big thing here, the gondolin. I'm not really sure what the point of this is. It's like to get you from the top of that building to there. Not quite sure what's going on. Nee, beheer de beursbeurt, hier de beurt, de gondolin. Immer de gondolin is de typische Berlinerdammer street. There's some Swedes thinking about things calmly. Youngest daughter lives there. Well, yeah, we went over there in 2016 for Eurovision. It was great. Brilliant. Well, ABBA songs. You know where I went and when we were in Stockholm, went to the ABBA Museum. It was really, really, really good. Massively recommended. Okay. Stop this screen. One more. Where am I? So let's get the last one on. It's the most exotic of them all. We move outside of Europe. So where are we now? Okay, now what's going on here? Air conditioning units. Reasonable looking architecture. A bit of an outdoor meeting. Geezer with a hat. Some white gear. Right, where are we? I better have a look at your answers, eh? Bahamas, Buenos Aires, Honolulu, Burkina Faso, Airdrie. Burkina Faso, Airdrie. Burkina Faso, Airdrie. No. Cape Town, Hanoi, Italy, Johannesburg, Manila, Cuba, Hoi An. Big Eurovision day tomorrow. Yeah, all right. China, Gdansk, Hue. No, we're not in Asia. Banjul, no. Aruba, no. Marrakesh. Nigeria is good, but I'm looking for a city. I'm always looking for a city name. It's still not Airdrie. It's not Nairobi. I should move around a little bit. Tripoli Addis Ababa, Jalingo. No, that's the name of the street, I think. Maybe saw that baked into the image. Lagos. It's not Lagos. Should move around a little bit more. Abuja. Abuja. That's the right answer. Robin's on the ball. Abuja in Nigeria. It looks kind of very suburban, doesn't it? It's same as Britain, really. Overflowing bins, double parking, everyone cutting about. It looks all right. Looks pretty sort of affluent, really, this area, compared to some of the stuff that I've seen in Lagos. Lagos was one of the first places I went on Street View when I was thinking of this competition, and my God, it was a mess. It was like immediately like, oh, this is not the same as, you know, living in the West, different standards. But this actually looks kind of pretty tidy. Good names. Inenwi Street. Inenwi Street. Inenwi Street? I don't know how you said it. Some posters and stuff like that. Yeah, it looks all right. Looks pretty uptown. Yay, Robin's pleased with that. It could be East Kilbride, but it's not East Kilbride. It's Abuja. And Robin was the one who got that right. What time? Oh, God, it's after past. That's what always happens. I get ahead of time and I think everything's going great. And then I look at the time and I was like, oh, no. Right, anyway, onto the wheel. Let's get the wheel on and let's get spinny. Let's get some prizes. Sorry, folks. I didn't realise I'd gone late. So thanks for sticking about, everybody. Here's all the names I've been typing, and this translates into the Wheel of Names, which is up here. Now, I'm going to spin the wheel, and whoever comes up is going to win prizes. Okay, so we're going to start. We're going to start with the Edinburgh prizes. We're going to start with the flowers. Okay, flowers from Rowan. Flowers and crafts. Now, if you live in Edinburgh and you want to get some flowers, remember, Mother's Day next Sunday, get yourself to Rowan's Flowers and Crafts. 2 reasons. 1, you get brilliant flowers. 2, you're supporting one of our friends here who does the quiz, which is Lorna. And 3, you're supporting local business as opposed to funding the supermarkets. Supermarkets have their place, but, you know, where we can look after local businesses, that's a good idea. And it looks like a great shop that Lorna's got out there at Meadowbank. I'm not quite sure if the shop's open again yet, but I've just put her link to her Facebook page in the chat. Go and have a look. And it, even if you're not going to buy any flowers, by the way, go and give her a like, will you? Just to say thank you for sponsoring the quiz. Just give her a like on that page, all right? Okay, so she's got a brilliant bunch of flowers. And if you live in Edinburgh, you're up for this. If your name comes up here and you're not an Edinburgh person, we'll do something else. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Gary Andrew Mas. See you later, thank you, Gary.
Gary Palmer.
Gary Palmer. Now, Gary, forgive me if I should know this and I can't remember. Are you in Edinburgh? Lorna's saying 20% off, by the way, if you order from the shop and you mentioned Dr. Paul Quiz. I kind of thought that the other night. I hadn't cleared that up with you, but I mentioned it the other night, Lorna. So if anyone gets in touch, if you want to order, you're nowhere near. Oh, no. Right, okay, Gary, in that case, send me your address and I'll send you a different price. I will send you £100,000. Okay, that's National Lottery scratch card, £100,000. And there's been a couple of tenors recently, so we might be on a good run here. Might have a good pile of these. So Gary, you get £100,000. Send me. Make sure you do send me an address. I can't remember if you've won something or not before, but But well done. But hooray. Yeah, no, you'll get something. Don't worry. Excellent. Right, okay. Aye. There's Lorna, there's Maz asking the question, how far do you deliver? All over the Lothians. All right, okay, good. Well, I think Maz is up in Fife. Am I right with that? I don't know. Anyway, we'll take Gary off the wheel. He's won a prize, so you can be on the wheel as much as you like, but you cannot win more than one prize. So let's spin again for the extremely high quality bunch of flowers. Here we go. Well, there is that as well. There's your mum in Edinburgh. The person who wants the flowers. Send the flowers to somebody. It's Bill.
Bill Tully.
Okay, right. We've got a situation here now. Bill has got flowers before. Now he's entitled to get flowers again, but just as we were spinning there, Lorna was saying, in regards to Gary Palmer, is his mum in Edinburgh, or or someone who you want to send flowers to? Because if so, then Gary, talk to us. Have you got? Is your mum in Edinburgh by any chance? Maybe. So I'm just waiting to hear from Gary to see if he's going to get the flowers or whether we're going to double up on Bill for the flowers. Give it to someone else, please. Bill, I'll get you a scratch card, okay? It's always a pleasure having you here, and you've done some of your own prizes as well for other people. So, aye, no problem at all. Let's get another scratch card out to Bill. Oh, you part of the Lancashire people, right? Okay. Nah, he's down south, Lorna. Okay, right. We'll take Bill off and we'll spin again. We'll spin for the flowers one more time. See if we can get an Edinburgh winner. Leslie, that's the speech. I don't think...
Simon the Edge.
Simon the Edge. Oh my goodness. We can't get an Edinburgh winner, can we? So Simon, I think I'm going to send you the beer. I think that's good. I think you can have the beer, right? The wheel is not cursed. Need a separate Edinburgh wheel. No, this is good. Bit of drama, No, I'll tell you what, Spedge has got. Spedge can get the. Yeah, Big's pleased with that. Big up for the Spedge. Spedge's got his fans. I will do some live stuff in the next couple of weeks. I know I've not been doing the live stuff much, but I'll bring it back. Spedge was always one of the... Got a lot of fan mail after Spedge was on. A lot of people wanted to know. What's this? 4 rolls. What's going on? We'll send Bog Roll to the next one. Right, what? To the next spin? Next spin of the wheel. Oh, sorry, Andrew. I said earlier, I'm going to do the cake at 9 o'clock. Right? I'm going to put the cake onto the 9 o'clock one. Roll for a 4-pack. Right, here we go. Spedge runs his own toilet paper factory, right? It's a long story, but we can... What's going on for Boggle? Unless this comes up in Edinburgh, in which case they get flowers. Louisa, there's Gary. Now. Oh, it's a good little Maz.
Maz Elizabeth.
That's amazing. I have a mate that lives in Edinburgh, but if I send him flowers, his boyfriend might get the wrong idea. Brilliant. Genius. Where is Simon? He's down in, he's near Newcastle. Lorna, he's Prudhoe, near Newcastle. Right, what are we doing here? Maz, so Can Maz get flowers? Can Maz get flowers? Where? Either that or you're going to get a toilet roll. Can he buy an Edinburgh winner on this roll? You know what, Lorna? You know what I'll do? I'll can I just spin it at 9 o'clock? Because there'll be a bunch more people doing the 9 o'clock. And I really need to get off because I need to get ready in time for the 9 o'clock one. So Maz, bog roll, right? And I've got your address, so I'll pass it on to the Spedge. And it was your dad who won the big load of bog roll at Christmas, which was superb. Tell you what, we'll leave it there, right? We've tried, and we cannot get an Edinburgh winner for the flowers, so we're going to leave it, right? I need to get off, and we have 4 winners, which is kind of par for the course. So Gary Palmer's got £100,000. You need to send me your address, Gary, so I know what's what. Bill's got a scratch card. Spedge himself, the one and only Spedge, has got the fierce RHUBARB, and that's the last time they're going to be sponsoring the quiz. At the moment, they said it was going to be 4 weeks. I'll ask them if they want to keep going, but the agreement was for 4 weeks. So that's yours, Spedge. I'll get your details off to them, and they'll get that in the post to you soon. And Spedge himself has put up some bog roll, and that's going to go to Maz. By the way, Mr. Spedge, for doing that, I'll put your name on the 9 o'clock wheel as well. What about the cake? That's 9 o'clock as well. So there's now cake and flowers on the 9 o'clock wheel. Amazing. Wowza, wowza, wowza. Have I got another prize? No, that's it. 4 prizes, okay. You've done all right. I've only done 2 scratch cards, but well, I don't know. It's like rhubarb beer. I don't know if that quite goes, but you're going to find out. That's for sure. Thanks to Fierce for sponsoring the quiz. Where is Maz? Maz is in Lochgelly, just near Dunfermline. Because I'm sure she'd go for the flowers if you could do the flowers to Lochgelly. Is that possible? This is the last thing I'm going to find out before I hang up. Cool. That was quite a chaotic 5 minutes on the wheel there. I love it. Mark's like, what about the cake? I'm like, no, it's at 9 o'clock. He's like, all right, sorry, I ate my fat bastard anyway. Right, I've got to get off. Send Lorna details. I'll send to the other sponsor too. All right, okay, yeah. I will do that. You're dishing it out, man. You're dishing it out tonight. I'll send you details. I'll send details to Spedge. Right, okay. I'll sort out afterwards whether it's going to happen between Maz and Lorna. You'll get something, Maz, don't worry. And thanks for taking part in the quiz, everybody. Really appreciate coming here. Please tell other people about the quiz if you think they would like it. That'd be great. Give me a share. Give me a thumbs up as well. A like. If you liked the quiz, please like the quiz. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And just one last time, just slip the donation link in there, just in case anyone thought that was worth a couple of quid for me. Well, I've mentioned it twice now, so I'm just going to do that by messages between you and Tate, right? Thank you, Spedge. He does want it, right? Okay, aye, we'll sort it out then. And it's right, okay. Just before this beer, it's a yes to Maz. Maz is going to get the flowers. Brilliant, right? Okay. Let's do. I'm out of here, and remember to upload your scores as well. That is the other thing I always want to say just before I go. Make sure you do upload your scores. And apart from that, I'll see you on Monday. Or if you just do Fridays, I'll see you next week. All right. Thanks a lot, and good night.